Bulgarian director Laszlo Nemes has been the foreign film to beat since its debut last year at Cannes, where it won the Grand Prix. Its biggest Oscar competition comes from another debut feature, Mustang, by Turkish-French director Deniz Gamze Ergüven, about 5 free-spirited young sisters bursting against the constraints of conservative rural Turkey. While also a prize winner at Cannes, Mustang is projected to be bested by Nemes' film, not least because the Son of Saul subject matter plays strongly to the Academy's tastes. Actor. You know an awards narrative has succeeded when Tina Fey, Amy Poehler, and even a mocking video game cannot slow you down. Leonardo DiCaprio's performance as the desperate, beleaguered frontiersman Hugh Glass in The Revenant has earned him prize after prize for months. Tales of how deeply DiCaprio suffered during production were repeated until they were worn threadbare, prompting Fey and Poehler to deliver a few barbs at the Screen Actors Guild Awards, where DiCaprio also won. No harm, no foul. There is little doubt that the 6-time Academy Award nominee, 5 were for acting, 1 for producing, will at last land an Oscar on Sunday, 22 years after his first nomination for What's Eating Gilbert Grape, and ahead of Bryan Cranston, who is up for his first Oscar for the lead role in Trumbo. Actress. The year was a refreshingly strong one for actresses in leading roles, and the Academy had a deep bench from which to choose. Among the women whose performances could easily have made the cut, Belle Powley, Maya Taylor, Helen Mirren, Teyonah Parris, Melissa McCarthy, Lily Tomlin, and Charlize Theron. From the nominees, Academy members had to make the difficult decision of whether to vote for Charlotte Rampling, a widely respected and seasoned actress who had never been nominated, or the moving, carefully wrought performances by the fresh-faced young actresses Brie Larson and Saoirse Ronan. The other 2 actresses already have Oscars, but Rampling hurt her chances with a gaffe about #OscarsSoWhite, and Larson, who played a tough role with vulnerability and grit, has been working the circuit hard and winning awards all season. Supporting actor. A bit of a coin toss here. Sylvester Stallone received the only nomination for Creed, which helped set off complaints about the lack of diversity in the acting categories. Yet he played the campaign perfectly, with humility, while that film's director, who is black, said a win for Stallone was a win for the movie. Stallone also won a Golden Globe, but, sowing some confusion, was not nominated by the Screen Actors Guild, which instead honored Idris Elba, Beasts of No Nation, who is not an Oscar nominee. Still with me? Meanwhile, Mark Rylance's remarkable performance in Bridge of Spies reaffirmed how well this stage star plays on screen, landing him his first Oscar nomination and a BAFTA. All that said, Stallone is a sentimental favorite, and my guess is he's leading by a nose. Supporting actress. Going into the season, there was chatter about whether Alicia Vikander and Rooney Mara rightly qualified as supporting actresses. Both spent enormous amounts of time on screen and could have run as leads. As a rule, the Best Actress category is more competitive, but this year that truism applies to the supporting category too. Vikander, sought after, gracious, and unselfconsciously beautiful, has brought a breath of fresh Swedish air to the race, as she has also collected awards for her role in Ex Machina. Kate Winslet has proven to be an unexpectedly strong contender for her performance as Steve Jobs' no-nonsense wingwoman, winning a Golden Globe and a BAFTA. Yet she already has an Oscar. This is her 7th nomination. And while she and Vikander both outshone competitors on the circuit, Vikander is the fresher bet. Best Picture. If ever there was a 3-way race, it was this year's contest. Truth be told, it also happened in 2014 when the contenders were 12 Years a Slave, Gravity, and American Hustle. The early favorite this year was Tom McCarthy's quietly devastating Spotlight, about the Boston Globe's investigation into the Roman Catholic Church's cover-up of sexual abuse by priests. As ardent as the admirers of Spotlight were, its position as an early frontrunner was helped by the dearth of strong contenders in the fall. Academy watchers speculated that the film lacked the panache to claim Best Picture, a sentiment that seemed to be proved true at the Producer Guild Awards, where The Big Short, about Wall Street skullduggery, landed Top Picture to much surprise. While all of the guilds share crossover membership with the Academy, the producers group has often been a surefire predictor of Oscar winners, and also